Welcome back to the Psychic Soul Healer channel. My name is Laura, and I'm going to do a general message for Cancer. Know that energy is fluid, roles can be reversed. Always interpret the message as it best resonates with you. If you're new to the channel, anything of any importance or relevance to the channel, you can find in the description box below. Also, if you're new to the channel, know I like to go a little bit deeper within my reading. So we do also look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, see how they play out as karmic themes. So you can heal, so you can shape shift your situation. Okay, if you don't follow, just watch along and I guarantee you will. All right. If you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, you need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video is always like the underlying energy that's influencing what's going on in your situation. So let's see what that is. Well, this kind of went sideways, so I'm going to take it. Neglect, self-neglect. Oh, I feel like you're connected to someone that's really depressed that it's like they don't know what to do. It's like, I wouldn't be surprised if this person reached out to you for some sort of advice. They wish so bad that you were in their life right now. This is the underlining energy. It's like they they don't want to do anything. They don't want to take a shower. They don't want to, like, everything seems to be like a struggle. And I think it's it's everything. It's yes, you're a part of that, but it's this person's life. And I feel like when they interacted with you, they didn't take what you said seriously. I feel like they thought that, I think that this person was really like a little bit self-righteous. They didn't think that anything, that they could do whatever they wanted to do and there would never be any repercussions. And I feel like this person's in karma. And in so many bad situations, like situations at work, situations like not just with people not showing up to their job if they own their business, but they themselves are screwing up, people are quitting, like just it's chaos. It's chaos. They're watching their entire life fall apart. And then when you met them, they were not that person. They were, had a different they were in a different state of mind because different things were happening. They were surrounded by people that they thought were friends through thick and thin. And I feel like since this person is going through whatever they're going through, but they're realizing that they don't have anybody, that they're really lonely. So we're gonna pull some cards and see why that was the underlining energy. And I guess if you're not in contact with this person, obviously, then we're gonna see whether or not they're gonna come back. All right, let's look at some hidden truths. That's a great place to start, right? All right, let's see what it is. I remember every detail of that day. So again, they're reminiscing of the last time that you and them had a moment. I don't even think that it's like it needed to be a sexual moment. I think it's just an interaction where they had butterflies in their stomach and you did, and they if you kissed or touched or held hands, they had felt some sort of like spark, some sort of like, I know it sounds cheesy, but some sort of magic. And they're like remembering the detail, like bringing it back, hoping that somehow that'll make you come back, that they can manifest you. Well, they're actually not wrong when you think about it, because it's our thoughts and our emotions, right? That make that happen, but we all have free will. Finding out the truth crushed me. See, this person is just like, they're so consumed about everything. So I feel like it's not just about you. However, you seem like you don't really care. They thought that I don't know, I feel like just because you have a spiritual connection, there was a sense that they feel like you can read their mind, but you can't read their mind. And they also don't realize that you want respect. It's like this person, when you met them, believed that they were on top of the mountain. It's like now that they don't, first of all, they still want to put up the facade. They can reach out to you. They're coming from a place of pride. So they're distorted in the sense of you don't want to be with me, where it's like, no, you don't want to like be vulnerable. You don't want to, you want to self-neglect yourself. It's like you're gonna neglect yourself in this relationship, is that now is really even more energy that I'm feeling because of your pride. I am becoming a better person. They're taking time out. This is what they're thinking to themselves. They're like, well, I am remembering every aspect of that day and memory and keeping it alive inside my heart, but I don't feel as if you feel the same. That's their perception, even though that's not really the truth. But I feel like they are working on themselves. Like the relationship has made them, you coming into their life has made them look at themselves a lot. And what they see is by screwing over people, there's consequences, like which you may say, like, this person has never, no, I don't feel like they ever have. I feel like they have had the same circle of friends forever. And now that they're going through this hardship, nobody's around. When they were on top of the mountain, they had a lot of people again that praise them, that fan their ego. So I feel like they didn't really give you the time of day then. When meanwhile, you were the only one that was honest, the only one that's true, the only one that they know would be right by their side if they would have treated you better. That's the irony. So this is why they're becoming a better person, because it's a rude awakening. I love you. That's why again the neglect is self-neglect, is they're neglecting it because of their pride. That's what I felt. Okay, so let's look at some more shadows, even though we don't want to. Not growing. So again, in the past, I feel like this person wasn't growing. I feel like they are growing now. Do I think that they battle it? Yeah, I think that it's again, the ego isn't something that comes down easily. They have to really look at themselves and see how they participated in not just how they treated you, but why are they connected to people that, aren't really, that act like friends but aren't friends. Like there were no signs, there was no red flags, there was nothing. Like, where were you? Because it had to be. And also, how much were they giving? What they're realizing is, I did everything. I overgave, and I'm getting treated like shit by these people that I treated like family. So I think again that there wasn't a place of not growing and then, but it's a very slow grow even now because it's traumatizing. And it's also like, oh, how am I going to fix it? Playing coy. So these were the shadows again, like, and they still may, if you were to run into them, like play it like, oh, like everything's fine, like, or I didn't really do anything to you, like, playing like it's, no, you got that all wrong, but that's because of embarrassment. It's like this person doesn't know what to say or what to do. They're going through a nightmare right now is what it looks like. Again, losing faith. And so, and I feel like you would feel that too if you ran into them, that you would see. But the truth in the matter is like they act as if they're hopeless. And really, I also feel like to hide the fact that they are guilty, but it keeps them in such a place of loneliness, you know, um, and mainly because they know that they were selfish. You know, they had definitely did have narcissistic tendencies, but you know, there is a feeling of love because even a narcissist knows, like, has feelings. They just don't really know how to like process their feelings a lot of times. Um, they were so selfish in that. That's what narcissism is. It's all about them. It's all about that, but it always leads to betrayal. And the irony is that now they had it happen to them. So, which is actually a really good thing. But what we see that still remains is the love. Now, you may be like, I don't care. I don't even want this person in my life. But you may say, I don't want to ever attract a person like this ever again into my life. Well, then you would need to still heal it and you would still need to understand why you attracted this person into your life. What was the spiritual lesson that you needed to learn? However, I always like to see what they're going to do anyway, like, because there are some people that will want this person to come back. And also sometimes we get a deeper insight. So even though for those of you that are saying, I don't want to be in a relationship with a person like this, I would understand that. However, when it's a real like soulmate, someone that you really have a true spiritual connection to, it's sometimes hard to just, let it go. So I always like to do that extra step. You show up in my dreams. It helps me process buried memories. So I feel like healing, we forget that our relationships, a lot of times, it's not just about a love connection, is that the universe brings us what we need to heal. It's fell on the ground, and I never believe in any mistakes. So we're going to read it. I want to talk to you, but I'm not sure I'm ready to share everything and give you the answers you deserve. This person's full of shame and regret, which had to happen in order for them to like really change. But if they didn't love you, they wouldn't feel that. They wouldn't want to like talk to you. But I almost feel like they might come back prematurely and try to leave out certain things. So be careful because this person doesn't, it definitely doesn't feel strong about themselves. There are messages being exchanged through music and movies. Listen carefully and trust what you hear. This is them. They believe that you're speaking to them through music. They're looking for a sign. They're looking for some sort of hope, some sort of miracle to happen because their entire life, I feel like, is not good. And so again, they're looking at you and being like, I really had a connection to you and you really did love me. I know that you did. I remember every moment of that day. I wish I could bring it back the time. I wish I could. I'm hearing that song. If I could turn back time, I won't sing because I can't sing. But that's what I'm hearing. Like almost like, I wish I could. I'm looking for a sign, show me something, almost like, but at any time they could pick up the phone. Their fear. And again, I don't know what to say. I don't know what I'm going to do. So they're stuck in this perpetual place. But this journey is teaching us one of the most important spiritual lessons, patience. I feel like that's what they tell themselves. And I also believe for those of you that do want to be with this person, it would teach you patience because this person isn't very emotionally intelligent. They have a lot of shadows that they haven't dealt with. We know this because of, again, their life is collapsed. Things that are not built on truth always collapse. And so there were signs, they took you for granted. The grass was greener. I mean, living from that facade. And whether we want to or not, we need to actually look at what happened upside down. Like, again, trying to keep you upside down. But this, when a person is not healed, that's what it's going to feel like being with them. And so there are signs on the wall. So we're definitely going to look at the inner child and see why you attracted this person. So let's see. Attention, like needing a constant attention. So I feel like talking to other people, seeming so desirable, emotionally manipulating you. I mean, like wanting to have your cake and eat it too type of mentality. Like it's not that I didn't like you, I did like you, but I also like my freedom. I also like, you know, also like being seen a certain way. And now it's like it's all crumbled. Cheating again, attention, getting and really this person, like I said, trying to have one foot in and one foot out is really what demolished the relationship. And so, always wanting attention because of the lack that they feel within inside themselves. So again, this is how we know that those are shadows. So the best that we can do, because again, some of you guys are going to give this person a second chance when they again come back, but it's a slow process. So I wouldn't wait. And we have to say, why did you attract this person into your life? What's the healing that you need? I mean, to be with a person that um, was not emotionally there for you, and then on top of it, like cheated, and then if you're still, you know, connected to this person, waiting for this person to come back, we have to say, well, what was lacking in your life? What do you need to look at? What needs to be healed? Because it's almost like I feel like you're settling. Again, a time and attention. So growing up and not getting the time and attention, so not really knowing what that looks like, right? If we grow up in a home where, there was only one parent, or there was, just hard times, then our parents are consumed with whatever they're dealing with. They can't really give the nurturing. So we kind of feel like we're a bother. So we don't notice if someone just gives us breadcrumbs. You have to learn to train a person, and that's by setting boundaries. So again, being too available for this person and nice, this person didn't recognize your worth. That's what this looks like. Again, didn't get the nurturing. Nurturing is again that love. So why we look at these also is because we have to reparent ourselves. The whole transmutation process is that you're seeing what you didn't get, what was the trigger, what awakened you inside of you, and that's through your emotion. If someone cheating, and being connected to someone that needs attention from a lot of outside sources, and but meanwhile you're right there, well, they have an intimacy issue, and that would keep your wounds awake. Okay, but it's again also it's not always a bad thing. Magic, that's magic, and that means that you found your magic. Because when you were young, if you didn't get the time and the attention, you had to entertain yourself. And there was different gifts that you have, and you may be like, I didn't really have any gifts. You might have a great imagination. So again, magic is being able to use spiritual energy too, and thus to manifest the life that you want to experience by becoming yourself. So I feel like that's what happened here. So it wasn't, so not all the time is a shadow a bad thing. Sometimes a shadow is a gift. And that's what I feel like, that you uncovered your gift by accident, mainly because you nurtured yourself by giving yourself the time and attention. I'm gonna leave that there. July, August, July, listen to me. Well, again, this message was for cancers. But my dog was going crazy, so I'm gonna leave that there. And I hope if you resonated, and if you did, don't forget to write the word in your comment bar. Again, neglect or self-neglect. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.